experimental live here. Probably should have used some hashtags or something, but here I am in the moment. I found a very fascinating story that I never would have learned of in the droves, in the many rabbit holes of YouTube. And yes, yes, I know, before you mention anything, I prefer my phone instead of my computer camera. And by the way, Ghost Watcher, I haven't forgotten. I'm gonna unblock you, I promise. Yo, man, I I spoke more on you towards the end of that last live. We gotta set up a GoFundMe for you, man. Okay, I mean, I want to help. I still have your number. We're gonna get in touch. Alyssa, what's up? You heard? Oh, what's up, Lewis? Alyssa, I miss you. It's good to see you. Miss you dearly. Lewis, you MFer, I got some news for you, son. But yeah, no, Ultra, I didn't faint. You got it all wrong, bro. I took to the stage and I just handled the crowd. So, okay, what I'm doing here, I don't know if this will get me a copyright strike. Good thing I don't monetize. You're going to hear stuff in the background. I need to explain what you're hearing first. This is a wild ride. Viewer discretion advised. Disturbing stuff. I would never have heard of this, okay? This is some obscure incident in Japan that happened in really roughly before World War II came in full swing. All right? I'm going to have to use good old YouTube code words to even talk about what is in front of me. You're going to hear horrifying noises in the background. It's all in Japanese. I've stumbled upon a very, very intellectual channel. I mean, the work that this man put into getting all the facts of this case that happened. Let me give you some information if you want to do your own homework or watch the movie based on the true story. They altered minor things, but for the most part, it's true. And here, I'll just give it to you in one bold statement here. First, the movie based on the true event is called Village of Doom, made in the 1980s. Okay, so it's one of those obscure out there films. It's very linear, and so it's not like Japanese crazy, but this being a true story, absolutely knucking futs. Let me play a little bit in the background. So some say when I did some homework about this very real incident that occurred, it is being said that this was the first incel incident ever recorded, akin to our modern day, like, what is it, the Perfect Gentleman guy that did the massive spree unalives. So here's this fella. It's early, 1940s Japan. It's a small village they live in. And I learned about something that's absolutely taboo, and I can't say it in English, or YouTube would have my balls, I have no doubt. There's a practice, or was a practice. It was outlawed when Japan got all stupid civilized. I'm jesting. I'm glad they got rid of this thing. In countries in Japan, like rural areas, yobai was something you're gonna find out. I promise. You're gonna hear about all the screeching and the madness, and this absolutely. This is based on a true story, and everything that plays through happened. This individual took 30 lives in a single night. He felt ostracized for having tuberculosis. And yo, man, what's up from Indonesia? Well, your name is amazing, and thank you for having good vibes. All right, so about this guy, nowadays people that read about this incident, they call him like the world's first incel that did a massive unaliving. So after he got tuberculosis, he couldn't go to the military. He was big and dishonored. Yobai, by the way, is the ancient practice which only or typically happened in rural areas of Japan's countryside, which was the practice of men sneaking into women's homes, married or not, and checking if they'd be okay with having a little boom boom time. Yeah, married or not. Typically, the husband would not be home. But this was so common, in fact, that If the husband, say, found out and got really pissed off, you'd have to. And here's the fella, by the way. This is the guy. This is the world's first incel, or at least the actor portraying him. Uh, you just go and bring over some meat that you hunted and have a dinner with the family. And this part's a true story right here. So he gets caught having sex with this guy's wife. The husband gets angry, tells Tuskegee here to get out of his house, and he banishes his wife. So Tuskegee here, this is gonna be hard to describe without getting banned for life. He brings over some meat for the family to dine on. The husband's so thankful and cheery, he even starts singing about how grateful he is to have this meat. And the whole family, except for, I forget his name, Tuscano, eats it. Your description, blah, blah, blah. He said it was rabbit meat. It was not. It was the family, woof woof. And yeah, that's how he got them. He apologized profusely. The police let him go. He was known as being super intelligent. He cut the power to the little towns, the villages, well, grid, I guess. He was smart enough to know which wires to cut, so only his village would be in total darkness. And with that, he purchased. All right, brother, we're gonna be in touch. Okay, I promise. We have to talk about an idea to do something to help you out. So in under the cover of darkness, he purchased himself like a Remington or some kind of shotgun that he modified to do like 9 shots, and he ended entire bloodlines in one night. So let's see here. He starts the night out by using an axe and taking it to his grandmama, and poof, and then he just starts saying bonsai. Apparently, what's pretty sick about this scene, as he's covering his grandma's fluids, I'll put it that way. He says, "Smile, smile, and like you said you would to send me off to war." All right, now check this out. He made this little light thing. Oh, I can't show this part. So this is Yo, but he's sneaking into houses, only instead of trying to have sex with the women, which was totally normal back in the day, he uses his katana and ends the second life of the night. There's I don't know if this is the son or the husband. He does not discriminate, be it elderly or kids. There goes another one. YouTube, that was just, it's firecrackers. It's firecrackers. What's up, Joe Pond? Yeah, man, I went the fade one. It's not broke, don't fix it. This is in the span of how many minutes? This man took 30 lives and ended maybe, I don't know, like 8 families or more in one night. Can't show it on YouTube. Oh, okay, the way he's going about. This is pretty horrifying. Yep. So he wakes up this woman by tapping her on the leg with the pew pew, and just ends her. This is pretty gruesome. I wonder if YouTube will knock me out for this one. Here, look at his greeting for this one. Remember, this is a true story. This all happened. YouTube probably didn't like that, huh? Bad YouTube. Based on a true story. Based on a true story. This is, I think, number. What is he? Gotten about 7 people so far. See, I actually looked up the crime scene photos for this incident. It's called the Tetsuya incident, and now, unfortunately, the town that's still there. Oh, gruesome! Even for the 80s, like the brutality is really, really just it's. I mean, sure, you can tell you're watching something that's fake, but they really spare no effort into making this look as brutal and heartless as it is. He opens the door to all these families sleeping, and there goes another. it's amazing to me. Think of this as like a true crime kind of a motivation. If you want to learn about this incident, or if you want to see the movie itself, I bought it for $2.99 without the HD on on Amazon, and I can't say the guy's real name because it's very Japanese. Even though I've watched a lot of anime in my day, but he actually like totally. This was all to get revenge on gossiping in his village in Japan. The chat has stopped moving. Test. Anybody drop a comment if just to see. I don't know if YouTube has said, "Oh, this is too much." Just kibosh it right now. He's chasing a young lad through the river, through the woods. It's okay. Tuskegee. Tsugio. Tuskegee. I can't say it. Sorry for the horrifying sounds of life being taken. Let's sounds like something else, huh? Nope. He makes sure like he'll pew them, and if that doesn't work, he'll take either his really impressive katana or his hunter blade and make it real personal, putting it right close range to the dude's abdomen. Done. So in like 3 minutes, this guy has ended in Minecraft about 5 or 6 families. How many bloodlines ended in this one fateful night in Japan? Alright, so he's going around house to house with flashlights. Here, check it out real quick. With flashlights on his head. They give almost a first-person view. Kind of ahead of its time. Oh, no, can't have that. Yeah, that whole family, if you saw them briefly. They're gonna, all of them. One, it's like a turkey shoot. I do recommend, just for like generic intrigue and the whole modern day take, like this was world's first incel attack. I'm pretty certain that this action that occurred way back when may have had some impact on the laws of firearms, because this dude was just able to just go and buy his pump action from the store and give any old excuse he wanted. He is a determined fella. 2 flashlights mounted here. He's got one on his chest, running around with this. I don't know. Yeah, it's some sort of pump action, and 400 rounds. You helped Moko. Okay. All over gossip, man. This is wild. Like, this is, I guess, if there's any example to be taken from this, it's hey, how about you be careful about who you mess with? I don't know. You just never know, man. You never know. He was known as just being really super intelligent, timid. When he was a kid, everybody thought he was going to be a success. And this is the celebrity he's ended up with. Like that they've made 2 movies about him that I've been able to track since I learned about this on YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. Can't judge me. I watched a whole documentary about this by one of your larger platformers. They put me onto this true story madness. I just want to see. I mean, the movie's pretty much nearly there, but apparently they made it so it would show you exactly how long it took and how much damage he wrought. And another one bites the dust. Yeah, it's pretty horrifying stuff, man. I mean, I can stomach it because I'm pretty much, cold fish. And I've seen a lot worse. And another one in the rice paddy. Here, quick image. Nope, it's gonna happen. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, live react. That's what I'm calling it. And it's amazing. Like one person with oh, this is supposed to be a very emotional, pivotal moment. So this is a woman in the true story, in real life. He had a real weird fixation with his sister, and they actually separated, like the family separated, and she got married to somebody else and moved away. In this fictional version, she comes back to try to stop him because everybody knew he was up to something. She's saying, I should have come sooner, and but I didn't know what to say. At some point, he's gonna say, "What's wrong with being the devil?" Right there. And oh, here we go. Takes out dude's mother right next to him. Oh yeah, he really didn't like that lady. I remember. She was like the first one to gossip. In the beginning of the movie, they were screwing. Alright, so the son fights. Ooh, he takes one to the face, but he's still going. Play by play. I can only wonder what it sounds like. Terror, anger. Dude was trying to avenge his mother. I mean, just saying, the mom was one of those, you know, I don't know, too much yapping, starting trouble, making other people, beefing kind of stuff. But this is, of course, in no way uh, a show of support by any means, okay? Please, words are words. This is never the action one should take. But this is a piece of history that I never knew existed. And the very channel that I'm worried about condemning me for describing it, I find some irony because I watched a very, very detailed recount of this crime when like they didn't hold back. So let's see. I guess I'm testing the boundaries a little bit playing the movie. This is I'm trying to get fact from fiction here. Here's one guy that he absolutely hates the most, and he's not able to get him. The dude's upstairs, and he just is able to get cover, and it drives this dude crazy. He's calling for help. Here. This nobody gets unalived here. Oh, I could get copywritten probably by showing scenes, but I'm doing it brief. Look at the fight back here. He's doing the George Bush. A little bigger than a shoe. Doing the reload. And thus he's able to survive the night. What are those, like thick hay stacks or something? No. Or mats, floor mats. I bet you YouTube's gonna copyright this one. Okay, this, to my knowledge, I want to see how the ending is handled as opposed to how the true story went down, where he writes a series of letters, sends them off to his sister, talking about, I'm sorry about the great shame that I put on the family name, but it turns out that his sister was such a pure, good woman that it didn't even impact her in her daily life, but everybody else in the family was screwed. No. And this dude, it was like a twisted little Batman, because he strategized, he mapped this all out and strategized time, response. Oh, this one sucks. So he doesn't want to actually end the dude in front of him, but he does want to get the wife. Yeah, this is the last scene I saw before I was like, you know what? Let me do a weird video test on the YouTubes here. So he's begging the man to Get away from the woman. Not gonna happen. Step aside, old man. Step aside. Whoa, that was the most effort I've seen put into the imagery. His head went. Goodbye, goodbye. Not showing this. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, she throws a Japanese soldier's uniform at him. That'll trigger him. Trigger, get it? Bro, dude does look like a demon. Oh yeah, I think something really, really twisted in cinema is about to happen, which also fed into how controversial the film was upon release. Of course, so many families, I can only imagine 30 people and about, I think well over 10 families within that 30 people, elderly, children, man, woman, how many people were affected. This film, I'm going to do a little homework to see about any protests that were done. Oh, he's going to do what I think he's going to do. Or how do I describe this in friendly YouTube talk and code? They even took the sound off just to do that. Wow, that was pretty brutal. He took there's a crescendo of music just to showcase how brutal what that scene was. He took the shotgun and aimed it somewhere really sensitive and sploosh. Alright, now this is the part I haven't seen. I'm gonna watch the end and let's see. Okay, this was a little experiment of mine. I'm gonna cut it. Let's see if how he does himself. This feels my usual goodbye feels inappropriate, so I'll just say, have a good one, and feed yourself with go watch Sesame Street or something.